What's up guys, this is Bryce VanHoosen. Welcome back to the channel. Today is the first episode in a 4-part series that I'm doing, checking out various overdrives and or boost pedals. First up this week we have the Fortin Hexdrive, which is a newish, well, pretty new overdrive to have come out from the fine folks over at Fortin. So what we're going to be doing is I made a little track with an improvised solo over it. I have reamped into my Peavey 6534 with a Cascade cab using Amperian Explorer 65 speakers, and I've reamped using 4 different overdrive slash boost pedals, mics all in the same spot, etc., etc. So we're going to get kind of a feel for how these drive and boost pedals sound different and or are unique. And then once we do that, I will come back and give you my thoughts. So the Fortin Hexdrive is a pedal that I'm actually really excited about. It's not like a standard overdrive pedal that's sort of like a tube screamer kind of clone. It really is its own thing. Now, this initially came with the Neural DSP VST guitar amplifiers that had Fortin's name on them, such as like the Nameless Suite and the NTS and now the Cali. I gotta be honest, when I initially tried the Hexdrive on all of those, I was kind of like a little bit let down. I thought the grind was a little bit more aggressive. The Hexdrive was just kind of like a little bit too nice in comparison. But then once this pedal actually came out, I was able to kind of, I guess, get an overview of sort of how it sounds. And it's not anywhere near a TS9 kind of thing. Basically, a lot of what you have here is this tone knob here. Basically, if you turn it all the way up, it's kind of just a high mid boost. So you get a lot more of that super aggressive kind of Fortin tone that's very just sort of high mid, kind of chug-a-chug, sort of in your face kind of vibe. So for me, I usually kind of like to keep this thing max so I can get the most aggressive tone out of it. As you start to kind of take it the other way or even put it in the center, it gets a little bit more nice and you get kind of a little bit more of a sort of TS9 kind of vibe. The level, that one basically does exactly what it says. It raises or lowers the level of the pedal. The drive itself, it doesn't necessarily actually start driving anything until you start getting past sort of like the 50% point. It's still kind of like a clean boost in and around this range. So to really get kind of like some good drive going, you gotta kind of turn it up past 12 o'clock. For me, my settings with my amplifier, for rhythm at least, Usually it's something about like this. I find that that works pretty well with EMGs, makes it kind of nice and tight and sort of bumps up the upper mids to give it kind of that nice sort of in-your-face chug-a-chug vibe. Yeah, so the Fortin Hexdrive, I like it a lot. All right, well, I will see you next week when we check out the Ghoul Screamer by KHDK, which is another really nice boutique and versatile sounding overdrive that is just amazing.